Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Saturday, the 17th of June. Bit of a change out there compared to the last couple of days. Quite a few degrees cooler at this time in the morning. So yeah, things have been on the change. You can see from the chart why we've slowly seen these sort of encroaching series of fronts. I guess you can call that a low pressure system, but it's very slack. And it's just slowly drifting our way. Upper winds are from the west, but we're still drawing in air from the east at the moment at the lower levels. So you've got a mixture of mid-level cloud and these frontal systems. But as you can see, the isobar spacing, very light winds around us, to be honest. So that's midday, and then as you move it forward, it's hit center of that, doesn't really move at all. There's just developments in here of trough lines and potential frontal systems, but they're all fairly weak. I think you may see showers over the next 24 hours. Very varied picture for the weekend, to be honest. The TAFs, well, Farnborough, it's fairly straightforward. They're just saying light winds, 6 knots from the northeast, east-northeast really, today, and Cav-OK, 10k, there's no cloud below 5,000 feet. Well, mid-level stuff at various times during the day, and they're giving a prob 30 of showers and rain. I actually think that stuff's gone through already. And Gatwick are giving it till 1600 hours, you can see, and then overnight and into tomorrow, prob 30, which is isolated showers and rain. So not the ideal soaring forecast, but not horrific. Upper winds, you can see from sort of 2,000 to 5,000 feet there, southerly. You can see that drawing in of air from the south. But if you go up to 25,000 feet, they're southwesterly. So easterly on the ground, flying heights south to southeasterly, and upper winds southwesterly, but they're not strong. You can see that 40 knots even at 25,000 feet. So SatPic just shows that sort of cloud slowly coming across us, and this mid-level stuff above 5,000 feet at the moment, and that'll be there off and on all day. You can see clearance out here to the west of us, thinning and breaking, then building up in places as the day goes on. Part of that thicker cloud is just associated with this little band of rain that's gone through. Nothing really here, to be honest. And there are the odd blob of showers to the west of us. We might be unlucky and catch one of those. There's nothing particularly down here as well that's going to come in our direction today. So hopefully, fingers crossed, no showers, but just lots of cloud. Temperature wise, well, it got to nearly 28 degrees yesterday here. I don't think it's going to get anywhere near that today. I think 23 is probably realistic around here. And dew points, currently they're around 10, but a bit higher today than yesterday. They hovered around the 9s to 10s. I think they'll be 12 to 13 today for most of the day, which is not a fantastic temperature split for soaring, with the sun blocked out partially because of the cloud. The predicted ascents seem to pick up that lots of cloud around, and the chance of sort of thermals up to about 3,000 feet above Lasham in the afternoon, from sort of 1 o'clock onwards, really. And you can see here they're predicting cloud and further cloud at sort of 20,000 feet. So mid-level cloud here and cirrus as well. I can sort of see where the potential for showers is. If it gets warm enough, maybe over London, it might trigger a shower or two. See that because the air is fairly unstable up through here, certainly from 12 o'clock onwards. So top meteo, give this picture of just lots and lots of cloud around us. That's 9 o'clock, thinning a bit by 11, 12 o'clock. Just upper cloud, no cumulus under there, and then thickening bits of cloud in the afternoon, and they're showing showers by 4 or 5 o'clock around us, east of us, and out towards London. I think there's potential for that around the London area this afternoon. SkySight certainly not showing that. Soaring forecast on this thermal wise from 11 o'clock onwards. Really getting going until sort of 1 o'clock, and then they're saying around Lasham 1,000 to 1,200 meters for a bit, and then the showers start. I'm not too sure about that. I think SkySight is suggesting soarable about 3,000 feet for a couple of hours in the afternoon, but they didn't pick up the shower element of it. And there you go, that's what they're forecasting at 6 o'clock tonight. As you can imagine, not a great cross-country potential distance. I'd say local soaring 100, 200k maybe at best out of Lasham today, if it turns out better than we think it's going to. Okay, now the important bits. Some people may think the soaring's the important bit, but actually for us, the airspace and operations today are the really important stuff. There's a lot going on. So lots of stuff on the map. Big circles, for the moment, ignore those because I'll show you the real picture of that. So working from the bottom up, Isle of Wight, festival going on here. And there's only restricted airspace around the heliport this morning. But what they do have then up from there, parachuting at Portsmouth, 12:30 to 1300. It's tucked in there. Out to the west, you've got Glastonbury Festival setting up and running, airspace around there. And then you've got lots and lots of Battle of Britain Memorial fly pass all around here. Benson have a fly past fairly late, 1600 to 1630. There's parachuting out here at Malvern, and that's 1325 to 1355. And the other one, which is active today, Old Warden, tucked in here. Activity all day, but they do have restricted airspace from 1715 to sunset, basically. So that's the sort of the lower level stuff that's going on in and around here. Then you've got the King's fly past, and you saw the email that was sent out to the members yesterday. Here's the map, and the positioning couldn't be worse, really. We're obviously down here, just on the edge of it. They use the Alton VRP, I think, as the line to draw this one. So won't go into the timings on that for when it's actually active, but what our plan is to stop Lasham launching at 12:20, and we want all Lasham gliders on the ground by 12:30, and we'll start again at 13:30. If you're private glider or you know, flying, excuse me, flying cross country, or even in a Lasham glider, if you're caught and you can't get back to Lasham by 12:30, you're just going to have to stay south of Alton or down around here, unfortunately. And for fun and giggles, just to make it even worse, we've got 2 jet movements today. You know, just as we set up after the restart and the close of the airspace at 13:30, we've got a jet movement at 1400, a 737 inbound, and at 1600, a 737 outbound. Just to make life difficult for us. So the sort of thoughts on operations will be: the morning we'll have a fairly normal runway operation set up, cables on the south side here, and then probably when we close down for the start of the airspace, we'll move the launch point over here and then operate the winching operation for the afternoon while the jet movements are taking place down here, and just have a satellite air towing operation when we need it on the runway that we can clear off quickly. Otherwise, we've got to clear off the runway twice. It'll be a sort of reasonable disruption to the airspace, sorry, the operation. Okay, folks, so weather's okay at the moment. Let's go and get the gliders out and get going, and we're on runway 09.